Hi, welcome to B3 Comics. I'm Matt.
And I'm Nate. This week I'll be filling in for Kurt. And today we'll be looking at New Avengers #1.
The issue is written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Steve Epting. It opens with 3 Wakandian youth performing a rite of passage. T'Challa, the Black Panther, congratulates them on their success before they all travel through a wormhole. On the other side, they find another Earth orbiting our own planet. A team of villains, including an alternate version of Manifold, engages with the Black Panther and the Wakandians, killing all of them but T'Challa. The main villain, the Black Swan, attempts to bring on some sort of planetary destruction before the Black Panther stops her. The issue ends with T'Challa calling a meeting of the Illuminati, a group of the most powerful men on Earth who secretly influence the future of the world. However, we must ask ourselves, do these men really have the right to decide our future?
I don't think so. I mean, they kind of just took on this role all by themselves.
With no oversight.
Yeah, I mean, they've talked about it before. Like, they just decided these people by themselves are the ones who get to decide, make all the decisions. Their friends, their family, none of them get any say, which I think is just terrible.
Well, before we go into that question, why don't we jump back a little and kind of look at who the Illuminati are? You know, they've been around the Marvel Universe for a while, and it's these, like, group of men who, you know, they're all kind of like the leaders of their own teams. It's like the A-listers, the
yeah.
above the A-listers, the superstars. And we've seen them a lot during different events. I mean, they banished Bruce Banner into space, which came back to bite them in World War Hulk.
Yeah.
We also saw them break up briefly during Marvel's Civil War.
And most recently, they met, I believe, during AVX.
Yeah. And they talked. They also contain the Infinity Gems of the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, each member has one of them. So these guys they're pretty powerful. Not only are they powerful on their own, they control some pretty powerful stuff. Well, Professor X is dead, but who's going to replace him?
I believe Beast is going to replace him on this Illuminati.
Is Beast the right guy to replace him? Like, does he represent the X interests?
I mean, he is definitely an ambassador for the X-Men, but
he's got the brains.
He's got the brains. There's really no question in his ability. I'm just looking at it more. Beast just kind of hates all this secret group meeting.
Yeah.
You know, like this is way too shady for Beast. I think
he hated Scott because Scott had X-Force.
Yeah.
Which is kind of awkward because now he works for Wolverine, who also has an X-Force.
Yeah. I mean, he got really pissed off at Xavier too when he found out all the shady stuff he was doing. So I just don't know if he has the stomach for it.
I mean, one good thing is he's not completely mutant-centric. You know, he's more of Xavier's kind of guy, you know, with the whole humans and mutants living together.
Yeah. He very much believes in Xavier's dream, but
I was kind of thinking, who else could they choose to, like, fill that, like, X-Universe spot? And I was thinking, Scott Summers, you know? Like, I love the guy.
That's like asking Magneto to come join now. Like, he's a mutant terrorist. I mean, if anyone, I could see...
you can't have Wolverine because that guy's like a psychopathic killer.
No. I don't think Wolverine would want to be a part of their group, honestly. Like, he's on too many groups.
Yeah.
Like, Captain America, he's just, I don't know, too patriotic, too USA. I don't know if you would see the worldview. I think he might be too nice of a guy, too.
I don't know if he's, I hate to say it, like, it sounds like really douchey, but is he smart enough? You know, like, all these, you know, Reed Richards and T'Challa are, like, the smartest people on the planet, and...
Yeah, he's just that kid from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know what he's doing sitting on the Illuminati.
Kind of looking at their team comp right now, Namor, I brought up Namor. Is he going to be back? I mean, like, he burned a lot of bridges during AVX. I mean, he destroyed Wakanda, which is kind of going to be an awkward subject.
Yeah, I don't think Black Panther would invite him back after that. But at the same time, he is leader. He's the king of Atlantis.
Which is like 3/4 of the world.
Yeah, so he carries a lot of weight, for sure. So what do you think of these new villains we've just seen?
I thought it was really cool. I mean, it's not intergalactic, which is kind of what I expected. Now it seems to sort of be parallel worlds, which really ties in well with Hickman, since he did Fantastic Four and Future Foundation, which you know was just awesome. So that's kind of cool. And I also kind of got the feeling that this villain seems a lot like Galactus. I don't know, because the female villain, she seemed to be calling somebody to consume the world, and that really seemed like Galactus to me. So
yeah,
I hope it is.
Very Galactus-esque. But it was interesting to see when they went through the portal to this, I guess, parallel universe, they were in Wakanda, but then looking up at this other planet right above them.
Yeah.
Which is all just very surreal and pretty cool, though. And it was interesting to see how there was I forget his name.
Oh, Manifold.
Manifold, yeah.
But it was like an alternate dimension.
Yeah, alternate dimension
Not
Manifold.
alternate dimension.
Or parallel universe Manifold.
Right. Which is kind of cool since he's going to be on the Avengers here, too.
Yeah.
So Hickman has these two series now. New Avengers, which is this Illuminati, and Avengers, which seems to be Cap and Iron Man, trying to make this expanded roster to save the world from massive threats. How do you think if each of them will fill their specific roles, since they seem to be sort of two opposites? Like Avengers is all about inclusion, including all sorts of heroes and saving the world, whereas this one's all about only a select few can...
Yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to see, especially because both Cap and Iron Man, and I don't know if Beast is going to be on the Avengers too, but these guys, it'll be interesting to see, will their actions on Avengers be influenced by their Illuminati affiliations?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, I think it's really cool that you're kind of seeing like the two opposite spectrums,
Yeah.
Like definitely. The two schools of thought on either side. It's kind of, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of contradictory, though.
Yeah.
Being on both teams.
So as a grade, what would you give this issue?
I'd give it a 3.5. I thought it was really interesting. It had a lot of promise going into the next couple issues, and I'll definitely keep reading it.
I'd give it a 3.5 as well. I was really looking forward to this one, and maybe it wasn't everything I expected. I kind of would have liked to see some other characters, because it was very much a Black Panther issue. But yeah. That's okay, I guess. So thanks for watching this review by B3 Comics. But before we go, we got a question for you guys.
Do you believe that this Illuminati has the right to decide the fate of the world?
Leave your answer below in the comments, and please subscribe.
Bye.